So now everyone, it is Saturday morning. We've all the cattle fed. We're after having a nice bit of a fry up there, and we are just leaving the yard. The harvester's after going on ahead. My uncle's just coming out of the yard there with the 6270 and the trainer. So my uncle's going to be on the pit, but he will draw a few loads till my girlfriend gets back from work so that she can draw. And then a friend of my father's driving the 64A at the Hearn, and I'm in the 6290 with the other trainer. And that is the plan for today. So I have the headpiece just in my hands and go upon my head when I hit the road. But I am a bit behind. I had to go upon the wash and I forgot to put on this morning when I got up. So better do it, keep herself happy. You know, domestic duties and all of that. Also something that I'd highly recommend you do, turn on the subtitles on the video. You'll get a good laugh out of it, trying to see how YouTube handles the bog. So, and it doesn't very well. So that's it anyways. I'll go get the 6290 and we will bay on up after them and we'll go cut some maize. Now, this blue car coming towards me is my girlfriend, Liv. So she's just on her way back from work. She wants to change her clothes as she works in a pig and dairy farm. As she said to me over the phone, she doesn't want to smell like a pig all day. So she's going to go back and get changed, and then she's going to come back out, take over from Uncle Ian, who will just get to draw one load. I did tell him to leave the tractor at the house, but no, he wanted to draw a load, so can't really stop him. But anyways, she's on her way back now and she'll be coming back out to us. She'll miss in the farmer's yard and pick up off Uncle Ian and draw away. So we'll be on now. We've another little bit to go till we get to the maize. 15 acres of maize, about a 10-minute draw, 15-minute draw at the very most. I think it's like a 10-minute draw. Not too bad. 3 of us drawn. Should be fairly straightforward, all going well. We should have it over in a few hours without any problems, but we will have to wait and see, and we will leave it there. So now we're just coming up. You might just be able to make out the maize beside that hedge in there. That's where we're going. So just in time. They're just going in the field there now, so not too bad. I thought I was going to be a bit late for the party, but no, not too bad now at all, not too bad at all. So I don't know which trailer we're going to take off. On the trailers anyways, put behind the harvester so we can pull the trailer behind the harvester. So we'll also have a look at the maize crop when it gets cut and that, and we will see how that goes. Straight up here. Great sign to see a puddle inside the gate. This could be wet, so it could. Right, you see what they're going to do now. Your trailer or my trailer? Your trailer. Which trailer are we taking off? We'll take off this trailer. So just before I get back in, we'll plug out all our pipes. Make sure they're all nicely wrapped up. So now, there's a bit of a fell out the back of the harvester there, but this is it. Maize, chopped up. You can see the bits of grain all mushed into it. That's what it looks like. This wouldn't be the best crop in the world. Anyone that's watching this from America probably will be saying this is the shiest crop they've ever seen. As you can see, it's not great, but this is as good as this is Ireland. We do not get crops next or near as good. Everything has to be sowed in plastic, as you can see there. Plastic, biodegradable plastic. It sort of just melts away. It gives the crops a better chance of germinating and coming up, because Irish weather isn't very reliable. It tends to be wet and damp and cold, and not exactly great maize weather. But we'll just walk in here now, some of the better stalks. It will be better out in the field. Always along the headlands, it tends to be the worst part of it. So we can have a look at the cob here now. So there's, what is there, two cobs. It's all two cobs, I think. A cob crop, which is typical for Ireland now. I have seen bigger cobs than this now. There probably is bigger cobs in some of the plants. We'll peel this back. So that's it there. So that's the cob. It might be a bit on the... No, I've seen it cutting a good bit riper now. I think the reason for cutting it now is because the way the weather's gone, things ain't getting any better, and the crop isn't really going to do much more. So it has filled. That's the cob. It's your corn on the cob. The only thing is, you would not heat this yourself, because it had set in you like concrete, so it would. You'd have an awful job trying to get that out the other end if you were to go home and boil that up for a bit of corn on the cob. No matter how much butter you put on it, it'll set in you, because it's just the variety of maize it is. So there's better cobs there now, bigger cobs, just different parts of the field. As you can see there, it's actually quite high, but compared to some other countries, it's nothing. Absolutely nothing. Just Ireland, especially here further north you go, I don't think it's any better, because we're kind of in the North Midlands. It's not as good as the south. South will get better weather for growing maize. We just don't really get it here. So that's really it. I don't think there's much else I can say about the maize. It's a very expensive crop to grow. I think it's something like €700 an acre, roughly speaking. It's something like that is what you're talking in the regions to grow it. I think that includes all the seeds and sprays and the work, and that's not including the harvesting of it, which is another good bit in itself per acre. So it is a very expensive crop to grow, but it is a very high energy, high yield. Well, it can be a very high yielding crop if you get it grown right, but it's a very high energy crop. It is actually being cut for a dairy farmer. Dairy farmers love it because they can get their cows to milk very well on it, especially starting off in the spring. I think that's actually what this farmer uses it for, is feeding to them in the spring when they're starting to get the first of the grass outside. He gives them the maize when they're in the evenings and that, before they go out day and night, just to boost the milk yield. And I think he might feed a bit. Yeah, I think that's really the only time he feeds is he has it for the spring, for feeding them then. It's also great for beef finishers, but the cost of growing it and the current beef prices, it's not feasible to grow it really for beef finishing at the moment. But we'll talk a bit more about our history with the maize and what we used to cut and that. Maybe later on I might turn the camera around and do that, but that's it. So I might just stick the GoPro into the gimbal and see if I can get another shot or two of the harvester coming down the field. So we will leave it at that. So that's maize harvest. So that's the outfit. Just time to get it done. 15 acres. Hopefully it doesn't take too long, and we'll have it done before dark this evening, because we want to try and put in a lock of bullocks when we get finished, all going well. So we will leave it at that. that's it. The field is open now, so we side fill the trailers from now on. I think he stopped because, as you can see there, it's gone down a bit and it's listing. I may go put that on before it falls off, so I may get to it and run on. So we'll leave it at that. So now, first load, about to hit the road. Just want to turn off my 4-wheel drive shaft for going out onto the road. Even easier to turn and won't wear the tyres as much. Right, away we go. So now, just by the trailer isn't over full. You can't really fill it when you're blowing into, when the harvester's pulling it and blowing into it. You can't really fill it because you'll just tend to just sort of blow it across the back of it. So that hand, as you've seen, the field does look a little bit soft. Could be interesting going now. We have the chain with us. We all have 4-wheel drive. Could be interesting day. Hopefully now no one gets stuck, but that's why we have the chain. That's our insurance policy. So we'll be on back to the yard. We'll tip the first load and get back down there as quick as we can. And hopefully now my father shouldn't have to stop with the 3 of us drawing. So we'll skip on and we get into the yard. We're just in the yard and there's Liv. We'll pick her up and we'll show her part of this yard now is extremely tight and show her how to get by it. Hey Livy.
Hi.
Have a good day. Good. Huh? You ready now? You gotta pay attention, this is recording, just so you know. So, just gonna show Liv how to get around this. It's probably one of the tightest places we go into, just to get around, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. So you just watch what I do now. You want to just take your time. So you gotta go well on by and swing back. You're gonna be fairly tight to that, but don't hit that as that's a lagoon. And watch your mirror, and you have 2 bars there anyways you'll hit before you hit the sluices, and that's it. That's straightforward. Simple? Yeah. There's the pit there now, so we'll just back in there and tip this. So Liv is just coming back to the field with me because Uncle Ian is going to, oh, sorry, I'd like to. It gets the views. Women get the views, Livy. Anyways, so Liv is coming with me for this load just so she knows where she's going. Because my uncle's filling last, there'll be lots of time to do it. There's a boat on the canal.
Well, I never.
That's like the 2nd boat I've seen on the canal all year. Anyways. Ooh. Looks like a bit of a soft spot here now. My father's just filling out my uncle there. Now, game over. Time to go get a chain. Fuck that anyways.
Well, I'm glad that wasn't me.
Yeah.
I would have cried.
Oh man, that is listed. That is listed. Pull them out. I can't understand what he's trying to get me to do. Pull you out! Pull you out!
Do you have a chain?
Yeah. Back in or drive in? So you keep an eye out on spots like that where you see deep tracks and you're nearly full, and keep an eye on Daddy, and if he gives you thumbs up you go whatever way is away from it. back, Liv. Hook it into itself or hook it into that?
Hook it into that.
Right.
Right, shot 1-8.
1-8, get you out.
You going down?
Yeah.
Now what?
I can't tell. Were you in the low box?
Oh,
Put into the low box.
would you win the low box?
Yeah, you just push it across. I tried pulling off on 1A, but she kept dying. Put into the low box and 2, back into second gear. We'll give it a pull. Yeah? Tell him to hit the diff. Is he the diff on, yeah? Is he out? Yeah? Third load and first rescue. Successful. Right. Right. See you later. Everyone, as you seen just there, this could be a tricky job to get this out, but we got him out in the end, so not too bad, but we're just going to have to play it safe now. One of the things, when you're doing wet ground, you want to fill the front of your trailer first. Now I know when I'm in silage ground or normal, I'd say fill the back of the trailer first. Now that's only so that I can see, but in wet ground, if you fill the back first, all the weight's on your trailer and your trailer will sink. And you'll have no weight in the back of the tractor to have pull. So when we're in wet ground, fill the front first, and my father, whoever's driving, they'll fill out the back to whatever they think you need and off with you. Best not take too many chances, because that could have ended badly there. There was an awful list on that trailer, Jesus. It was a bad list, but we got him out all safe, so hopefully now we get through the rest of this day without any other incidents. So we'll pack up this load now. It's a bit soft, just a bit soft. We'll keep our throttle high, try and keep her motoring through it. The worst thing you can do when you start to feel that pull is stop. You don't stop till the tractor stops moving. Until then, you do not stop, because as soon as you stop, that's it, you're stuck. You'll not go anywhere. You have a job after that to get in and out. You gotta keep moving when you start feeling that pull. And the faster the better. Just keep her moving. Yeah, thumbs up. I'm home and free, so try and get out of here now without getting stuck. Well, enough in here too. So the 6480 shouldn't have any trouble going through that spot empty. Shouldn't. Hope not. If it does, we'll be rightly in a good bit of bother then when I get through it. But that's anyways. I get back onto the road, get this load back, probably get a few nice shots and we'll draw a few load, and you know yourself, the usual old crack, up in 4-wheel drive. If we get stuck again or anything like that, we'll see if we get a few shots now. And you know yourself, the usual old crack. So I will leave it at that, and you'll see us again when something interesting happens. Going through the wet spot. Yeah, he's cruising through it there, cruising through it. All awesome. Right, leave it at that. So as you just seen there, there's poison nightshade and bits of grass and stuff is blocking the knives, and that's why he had to stop there, and he folds it up, makes it easier to get it out. Just when you're at that job, you gotta be very careful, because the knife on the bottom spins on an overrun, so it'll always stay turning. be. So now everyone, this is my last load of the day of Maize 2019, unless another job comes in, which we would, I don't even know what word I'd use to describe how unlikely it is. It's near enough impossible. It's a far cry from a number of years ago, during the end of the boom years when we got to Maize head first. That amount of work we did. But anyways, this is my last load, filmed the last of it. I might actually get all of what's left. I might not, but we're just going to have to wait and see about that. But not too bad now, other than getting stuck once that you seen earlier in the video. That side time we got stuck, but cross my fingers, I haven't finished cutting yet. I could get stuck yet, but I shouldn't now. It seems to be the only wet spot on the field. The field's travelling fairly good after that. So something I wanted to say, I know I said earlier in the video I'd do it, but trying to get my father to say about sort of the history of us and Maize and how we came to have the fleet and that. I did get my father to talk about it, but he was sort of muckering it to the mill and it didn't come off that well. I looked at the footage last night, so I'm just going to talk about it now. So our Maize outfit, last Jaguar 890, putting out 600 horses with a Mercedes-Benz engine. Now, anyone that knows class machinery knows that a class 890 isn't 600 horses. It's I think it's about 540 or 550, something like that. Not quite sure, but we're the second owner of the harvester and the first owner of the harvester. Out there. So anyways, as I was saying, we're the second owner of this harvester. The first owners blew up the engine, or the engine went to shine on them. I can't remember what my father said happened that it went. Something happened anyways and the engine went in it, and they reckoned that it wasn't strong enough. So they got class to put a bigger engine for them. Anyways, some of you may remember the 2003 Ploughing Championships. This harvester is the one that was on the class stand. This harvester was the one at the class stand in 2003. This 890, that's the one we have now. But anyways, so when it comes to our Maize, the header, we bought the Maize header in 07, I think it was. Yeah, we bought our first Jag came in 06. We bought a last Jaguar 860, 10-year-old, and we bought, at that time there was quite a bit of maize being grown in the area, so we invested in our Maize head at Class Orbis, and also Class RU 450, and we bought a Maize mill as well for processing the grain. I had the 860 for 2 years when the injectors went in and it blew up the engine. Well, I think it was 2 years we had it for. We didn't have it that long anyways, and we upgraded to the Class 890. Back when we originally got the header, I think that year, or was it the next year, my father, the most we cut anyways was 250 acres of maize. Cut a world of maize. Now, in saying that, we didn't have the job of drawing and pushing up all of it. We would have only maybe drew and pushed up the half of it. The other half, it was just hired the harvester job. Men fielded their own fleet of machinery for drawing in and that. It's just how it's done. It's some of the whole crop jobs we have at the minute are the same. But they were great years for maize, and it was good years to grow. At that time we also bought a maize sower. It's a 6-row sower, non-plastic, which was a mistake. Back then you could grow without plastic. Got on well. We used to grow maize every year, from was it 05 or 04 up until, I think we grew it every year till year 14 or 15 was the last year we grew it. But it got to the stage where the weather started getting worse. You know, within bad years, 10, 11 and 12 were great years. And then bad years for maize, bad crops, bad yields, stuff that wasn't sold under plastic, wasn't doing, very expensive crop to grow. Banned one of the herbicides that used to spray under the polythene, the just a post-emergent spray to kill weeds underneath the plastic when you're putting on the plastic. And that, my father back in the day, the best crop he's seen, I can't remember how many acres it was, he said, but it was damn near the height of the calf. It was that bad now, he couldn't tell where he was in the field when he was doing opening rounds. My uncle had to be outside of the harvester, standing up on the rails, trying to tell him where to go in the field, so he wasn't going crooked or anything. That's the best crop he ever cut. That's a few years ago now. But anyways, so this year, for the last 3 years, this is the only job we've had to do with the maize handling. But anyways, that's really, I think I've ranted on long enough. I don't know how long this video is, or any of that. Caps, I actually brought the cap out with me this morning when I was doing the jobs, and when I went back in for breakfast, I left the bloody thing at home. Anyways, on caps, I'm thinking of having a winter sale on the peak caps. So I want to try and raise a few pounds. I'm thinking of getting a few polos similar to this, maybe navy with the Farmer Fed logo. That's what I'm thinking. If you're interested, hit me down in the comments down below. If there's enough of interest, I'll work on it. But as I was saying, there might be a sale coming up soon. I will let you know in advance of when it's coming up. A weekend sale, probably from Friday evening till a Sunday evening, maybe Monday morning, on eBay. Drop the price back to, I haven't decided yet, but it will be a €2 or so less than the current asking price. Postage on top of that. Postage is kind of the killer on them. But anyways, that Amazon store, any of the stuff I use, GoPro, gimbal, the phone holder, all that stuff, I highly recommend the stuff I use. Go over, check it out. It gives me a few pounds, give me a few pennies, a few cents every time you buy something through them links. And Bertie, the farm dog, follow him on Instagram. I don't think there's much been put up on that lately. I may have a say to my girlfriend, maybe put a few more bits up. Check out myself on Snapchat and Instagram. Try and put a bit more on Instagram. I'm after getting a lot of followers recently. Thanks to Silent Spec. If you haven't already checked them out, check them out. Description. A link will be in the description down below. That's really it. I think I've done all my end of video bits. So anyway, something that is coming, I'll actually have it by the time you watch this video. I'm going to get a drone tomorrow, Maverick Pro, DJI Maverick Pro. Very excited to get my hands on it. Very, very excited. Can't wait to get it. I'll have it by the time you're watching this. So a lot of my videos from now on will be including shots from a drone. So yes, that is it from me. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Hope you enjoyed this video. Any comments, anything like that, as always, hit me down in the comments down below. That is it from me. Good luck.